A hidden planet with a mass of between 1.5 and 3 times that of Earth could be lurking at the edge of the solar system. That's according to computer simulations carried out by researchers at Kindai University and the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan. Unexplained properties of some solar system bodies could be evidence for the planet, which would orbit the Sun at about 200 astronomical units, which means 200 times further out than Earth. The research team found evidence for the hypothetical planet by focusing on several unexplained phenomena associated with trans-Neptunian objects. These are minor planets that orbit in the Kuiper Belt beyond Neptune. The unexplained phenomena include the presence of so-called detached objects that have orbits beyond the influence of Neptune's gravity, and trans-Neptunian objects with orbits that are highly inclined to those of most Kuiper Belt objects. Based on simulations, the Japanese scientists concluded that these phenomena can't be explained in terms of just the 4 known giant planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Their calculations point to the presence of a much more remote planet, bigger than Earth. Of course, the idea that there's an unknown planet at the edge of the solar system isn't new. Astronomers have been hunting for planets beyond Neptune for a century or more. Pluto was found accidentally almost a century ago in this way. Most recently, it was suggested that there might be a planet 9, with a mass about 6 times that of Earth and an orbit at about 500 astronomical units. The new proposed planet is both smaller and closer to the Sun than Planet 9, but the researchers did test various possible configurations for their hypothetical world. They modelled 3 different orbital sizes: a large orbit between 200 and 800 astronomical units, a medium orbit of 200 to 500 AU, and a small orbit at 200 to 300 AU. They found that only the medium and small orbits could account for the unexplained properties. The team also looked at other masses for their hypothetical planet, but found that smaller planets didn't produce populations of detached or high-inclination trans-Neptunian orbits large enough to match observations. While the proposed planet is similar to Earth in mass, its distance from the Sun would make surface conditions very different. The planet's remote orbit implies extremely low surface temperatures, perhaps never rising above minus 240 Celsius. On the other hand, such a large object would probably have an internal energy source, so that beneath the surface it might be a lot warmer and even have oceans. It might also have volcanoes that erupt ice instead of lava, and other forms of interaction between the interior and surface. Theories of hidden planets are always met with plenty of skepticism, and for good reason. None of the surveys carried out to date have managed to reveal a planet beyond Neptune. The new study does go some way toward explaining the various oddities of the Kuiper Belt, but it doesn't give a precise location for this hypothetical new world. If it exists, its great distance and faintness will make it very hard to track down. But not impossible. A search of the Kuiper Belt by the powerful Megaprime camera attached to the 3.6-meter Canada-France-Hawaii telescope discovered more than 800 new Kuiper Belt objects out of a total of more than 2,500 trans-Neptunian objects found to date. If there is a super-Earth out there, in the depths of the solar system, we will find it, sooner or later.